Lesson 8, Park Garden, Part 1. Do you like part? Yes, of course. You know, in my hometown is we have got enormous park. It is quite within walking distance of my house. And when I was a child, I often went to there to go for chores. You know, it's quite exhilarating, and especially it's in front of the beach. So it's make me feel refreshed and delicious or chill out. How often do you visit part? Now now I'm a sophomore at the university, so I visit part one in the blue moon, and because I'm always constantly up to my ears in terms of assessment to do with, and I often burn them in my orange to meet the deadline. So I don't have like the luxury of time to visit part. So when I come back my hometown, I often visit the park near my house. So it's help me release stress and chills out. While park uh, an important part of many town and city, um, it is reduced controversy because for me park is like essential element of city life, and for me it is like utopia plate for people to juice out and release stress after hard working day, and it is such as like an arches is have got number of dweller get away from the hustle and bustle of city life to immerse themselves on this plate, and it's also promotes the image of the city, and therefore it's such as like destination for many people. What do you think could be done to make part better? I think that's uh, now I think that the part in my hometown is quite great, and it is located in Utopia Plate, is in front of the beach, and like in center of city near coffee shop, library or something. So it's also have a lot of trees. I think that is so nice, and it's make people recharge uh, energy and chill out. Be shy. I think that's it is equipped with tons of park bench. It's also have got great view to snap a photo. So I think that's government don't make it make it become better and perfect. So I think that nothing needs to be changed or enhanced in there. When was the last time you went to the park? Now I'm in my hometown, so it's quite within walking distance of my house. So whenever I have free time, like on the weekend, I often go to there to release stress, and after a turn of deadline, so it's quite exhilarating. Do you prefer to relax with your friend in a park or in indoor play? Honestly, I have more patience for relax with my friends in the park uh, rather than an indoor space. It's just like you to beer plate when I mm, play a date with my body. It's so nice. It have a lot of trees. Is near the beach. It's, and it make happy feel recharged and the recharge energy after turns up the light. So and after that, I often go to the coffee shop, ship a cup of coffee, have the IoT just to them and snap a photo. Uh, if there are parks near your house, yes, definitely. In my hometown, it have got an enormous park. It's quite within walking distance of my house, so I often visit this part at the weekend, and um, you know, it's such as like utopia plate for me and my body to play a date. Um, do you have a garden where you live? Yes, definitely. I'm as I mentioned before. So we have like mm, enormous parks, and I often visit this part of the weekend. So I like utopia plate for me, utopia plate for me and my body to play a date. What do uh, people often do in the park? In my hometown, people often go for walking, running, or doing exercise. Especially, it's we also have a club, and we often move to there to dancing. It's so cold. It's like a special place to read a book or meet the deadline for me, and it have got a nice views, fresh air, with torn up fresh. Just torn up trees. And in front of the beach is quite exhilarating. Did you often visit a park when you were young? Yes, of course. I was born and raised in city center, so it is not crowded. However, it is not crowded like in Hanoi. It's like an tranquil place, and in my hometown, we have got an enormous park within walking distance of my house. And my parents often took me to there. It's very every weekend. So I think that I have got an exhilarating memory that I have never forget. Part 3. What are the benefits that a park can bring to your city? It have a ton of benefit that a park can bring to our city. It have much green space that travel and can move there to do exercise, or they can and then they can walking or running. It's like an excellent way to unwind and stay in shape. You can make friends, and people can make friends and become more open-minded with the same hobby. On the other hand, for me, it's just like utopia play for me to read and meet the deadline to explore people in the city like the garden. Um, you know, when living in downtown, I think that is trapped trapped in a concrete jungle with tons of skyscraper around us, and it's it's feel uncomfortable, pollution, and people can breathe. On the other hand, in addition, public garden like oceans that people take interest in order to escape from hectic pace of city to look for tranquil place. It's quite utopia. It's make people really stress and chill out. It also help us close to nature and breathe fresh air, and it's also improve the artistic value for the city as well. How can we encourage young people to go to the park more often? I think in my countries, young people are always preoccupied with a tons of deadline to do with, and they don't have much space time. However, I see that they always try to spend a little time to go to parks to relax and chill out. I suggest that um, you know encouraging people to go to parks is more often more often uh, uh, because and then we will need to including amenities that appeal to both older adults and children. For example, we we can install outdoor fitness equipment or make a large space for people to walk or run. And beside they can we need to make it have a great view to to read or to use out. Should the government make people clean park and gardens? Yes, definitely. You know, dirty bars and garden make images of city become bad and terrible. Government uh, need to have them clean and accessible to people of own age. Uh, and then um, we also need to raise city dweller awareness of littering in the right place. You know, some people often drop litter on the streets, so you know it will increase the authentic value of city life. What do you think parks will look like in the future? You know, who know what the future may hold, and I don't know what exactly can happen in the future because it's quite hard to predict. I get that. No matter what happens, I strongly believe that park or garden will become one more modern, beautiful, and unique than it's used to. And I think that is its own way the utopia destination for most of the people living in there.